Grocery prices keep going up. Tomatoes are $4 to $5 per pound. Fresh herbs cost $3 or $4 for a tiny package that lasts a few meals. Organic salad greens can cost $5 for a container that disappears in a day or two. Most people respond by spending more money. A small group responds differently. They spend $100 once and grow over $1,000 worth of food in their own backyard. Not over 5 years. Not with a giant homestead. In one season, from a space smaller than a parking spot. Most people assume growing food requires a huge investment. Expensive raised beds, premium soil, fancy irrigation systems, sheds full of tools, and endless bags of fertilizer. And if you buy everything the garden center wants to sell you, that is exactly what happens. You spend hundreds of dollars building a garden that barely pays for itself, but when you strip away everything unnecessary and build around production instead of products, the math changes completely. $100 of smart spending can produce close to $1,000 worth of food. In this video, I am going to show you exactly how to spend that $100, what to plant, what each crop produces, and how the numbers actually work. No theory, no guesses, just simple math. Here is the budget. You need 4 things: a growing space, soil, seeds, and water. Everything else is optional. First, the growing space. 2 4x4 raised beds built from untreated lumber cost roughly $30 to $40. If you can find reclaimed wood, pallets, or scrap lumber, the cost drops even further. Together, those 2 beds give you 32 square feet of growing space. Next is soil. A mix of topsoil and compost fills both beds for around $35. Many cities even offer free compost, which can reduce the cost significantly. Then come seeds and seedlings. 2 tomato plants, lettuce, beans, cucumbers, radishes, zucchini, and a few herbs cost roughly $15 to $20. Finally, watering. A simple soaker hose costs around $10 and makes watering more efficient, though you can water by hand if needed. Total cost, about $85 to $100. That is the entire setup. No greenhouse, no expensive gadgets, no fancy infrastructure. Just 2 productive beds and a plan. Now let's look at what those beds actually produce. In the first bed, 1 indeterminate tomato plant grows on a simple trellis. A healthy plant can produce 15 to 25 pounds of tomatoes in a season. At $4 to $5 per pound, that is $60 to $125 from 1 plant. Alongside it, pole beans climb vertically and produce several pounds of beans over the summer. A pepper plant adds another harvest. 1 zucchini plant alone often produces more food than a family can keep up with. The front of the bed rotates through spring lettuce and radishes before transitioning into summer bush beans. That single bed can easily produce well over $100 worth of food. The second bed follows a similar strategy. Another tomato plant, 2 cucumber plants on a trellis, a collection of herbs like basil, parsley, and cilantro. Fresh herbs may be the highest value crop in the entire garden because grocery stores charge premium prices for something that grows easily at home. A few dollars spent on herb seedlings can replace dozens of grocery store purchases throughout the season. Add another round of lettuce, radishes, and beans in the front row, and the second bed contributes another substantial harvest. Even using conservative numbers, the 2 beds together can produce several $100s worth of food during the growing season. But this is where most gardeners stop the calculation. The real value comes from extending production. When summer crops finish, the beds are replanted with fall lettuce, spinach, kale, and radishes. Suddenly, the same square footage is producing for 2 seasons instead of 1. That extra planting adds weeks or even months of additional harvest from space that would otherwise sit empty. Then there is preservation. Extra tomatoes become sauce. Extra herbs are frozen. Beans are blanched and stored. Zucchini is shredded and frozen for soups, breads, and casseroles. Summer abundance becomes winter food. Instead of measuring value only by what is eaten fresh, you start measuring the meals that come from your freezer months later. Those preserved harvests continue replacing grocery purchases long after the growing season ends. The herbs deserve special attention because they dramatically improve the economics of a small garden. Grocery stores often charge $3 or $4 for a small package of basil, parsley, or cilantro. A single basil plant can produce harvests for months. $2 spent on a basil seedling can replace dozens of purchases over the season. Bring a basil or parsley plant indoors before the first frost, and the savings continue through winter. The same principle applies to many garden crops. The value is not only measured by pounds harvested, it is measured by purchases avoided. Every handful of basil clipped from your backyard is one less trip to the grocery store. Every tomato picked at peak ripeness is one less item in the shopping cart. There is also a hidden benefit that never shows up in the math. Food harvested from your backyard is often higher quality than food from the grocery store. A tomato picked at peak ripeness and eaten the same day tastes completely different from a tomato harvested green, shipped hundreds of miles and ripened in storage. Lettuce stays crisp because it goes from garden to plate in minutes instead of days. Herbs are clipped exactly when you need them instead of slowly deteriorating in a refrigerator drawer. The garden is not just producing more affordable food, it is producing fresher food, more flavorful food, and food that is available exactly when you want it. Once people experience that difference, many find it difficult to go back to store-bought produce for the crops they grow themselves. Now let's talk about year 2, because this is where the numbers become truly impressive. The raised beds are already built, the soil is already there, the watering setup is already installed. Instead of spending $100 again, you might spend $15 to $25 refreshing the beds and replacing a few supplies. If you compost kitchen scraps, the compost cost drops. If you save seeds from your tomatoes, beans, lettuce, and herbs, the seed cost drops. By the second or third season, many gardeners spend almost nothing maintaining the system. Meanwhile, production stays the same or improves because the soil gets healthier. Earthworms increase. Organic matter builds. Microbial activity expands. The garden becomes more productive without becoming more expensive. And that is the part most people miss. The real return is not the tomatoes. It is not the lettuce. It is not even the $1,000. The real return is ownership. Every year the grocery store gets more expensive. Every year your garden gets cheaper. The beds are already built. The soil keeps improving. The seed bank grows. Your skills improve. Most expenses compound against you. A productive garden compounds in your favor. What starts as a $100 project becomes a food-producing system that can keep paying you back year after year. The harvest gets larger. The costs get smaller. The knowledge stays with you forever. That is why a $100 garden is not really a $100 garden. It is the foundation of a backyard food system that can keep feeding you for years, and few investments can match that return.